go either way, right? Like we already mentioned how big the Knicks can be in this. I think the thing that I love about their draft, like you mentioned Bates' draft with the TA focus yesterday, is I think this is one of the stronger ways to draft it, right? Is that you got the Weaver with the minus armor as well, so double minus armor, always good. But then we've Seeker plus TA can do, because you just buff up the TA who doesn't really care about taking more incoming damage as long as you've got refraction up.
Yeah, and you have these two cores that are coming online very early on, the Bloodseeker and the TA. Yeah, Bloodseeker, it really depends on what you build, but TA is either Blink Dazzle or Dazzle Blink, right? Like 90% of the game, so you kind of know her timings and when she'll come to play. That could be a really good positive side of Viking GG, that they're able to fight early on and pressure this draw before she gets out of hand.
Yeah, and it's fair to say that Topson is going to be a big priority for them, but this has kind of been the strength for OG as well. It's like Sumail Topson, you know, one of them you shut down, but there's always the other one hitting the creeps, and 2 fights in, it starts to look good, but then all of a sudden, you know, maybe Sumail shows up with a 2k net worth lead and punishes you.
30 seconds.
A lot of region on the supports of Viking GG.
They came to fight. Celery bought 3 tangos and double fairy fire, and they are firing already. Saxa will be first blood, and Templar Assassin gets it.
There's nothing more
So good for her as well, a bit closer to that raid band. And this is something that I've noticed Viking GG do more than any other team right now. They kind of always 5-man into these first runes, and then after they scout out the lanes on the runes, they set up accordingly as well.
That's true. It does eventually become predictable, though.
Wait,
so.
What's Notil doing down here? Is he about to stun the creep wave or block it or something so it comes late to the tower?
No, I think he's just scouting.
Or is he just chilling?
Yeah, maybe they're gonna try and make a cheeky kill happen here, because you know you've got a lot of control in the lane, right?
He's waiting for the couriers, right? Of course, I'm stupid. he planted this ward. I was overthinking it, but look, they did block too hard, and the creep wave is under their tower, which isn't that great.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like the ward alone allows you to know if they're actually bothering to block the wave. If they're doing just a tiny bit, then okay, let up. We don't need to block us.
Sumail is taking a lot of damage on top though, because he's solo laning versus the Weaver and Treant. He's burning through his region.
He's committed to this now. Notel's like, no, this has to work, but he's going to be kicking himself when he sees the courier coming slightly after this. In fairness though, it was just Celery's courier, so it's not like you're doing Kinshad the way.
Can they get him though? Celery is really low, but yeah, he should be fine.
He'll just back up. Yeah, he's got the enchant. He's got loads of regens we already highlighted. Did have to use one of the fairy fires at least.
Yeah, there's so much kill potential. I think these lanes are going to be very volatile. On the bottom lane and on the top too. If you get them low on top lane, suddenly a lot of terrorist charges. Oh,
look at Toby. Toby might just go down here. Fairy fire, and it looks like we'll get away with this. Notel's taking a lot of damage, so he'll have to back up. In fact, they might just kill him. Yeah, if they get the
He does have mango.
They stun. Nope, doesn't get it out. Shikuchi hits just before he can completely impale.
Yeah, and he did waste the mango as well, remember, to try and turn and stun. That's pretty well played by Viking GG, and you have to understand that this Orb of Venom Treant Protector slows you so much with the Nature's Grasp as well. Bottom lane.
Mid one, bad away. Shad chasing on. Mid one's gonna go down first. Shad won't die either. It's too fast. The first gets him away. Meanwhile, top, they were pressuring again. I mean, Sumail, he needs some sort of assistance here. And you'd think out of any hero, like Nyx is one of those top tier ones where it's like, yeah, he can protect. But as you said, that Oov, that grass, all you can hope to do is TP out and live.
They are really, really strong on top lane. You have the Swarm to work with for that minus armor, then Aramis hits you with 94 damage. It's not easy to play there. And look at mid. Topson, yeah, he does have a lot of CS, but that's because he's been already farming the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, he's been trying to get the refractions out with multi-shots to speed it up a bit, but Boom just has to back behind the creeps, and all of a sudden, you don't worry about losing the charges. This is a bit problematic.
Radiant structures.
Actually, yeah, Boom. He's going to glip
Boom is
away.
diving him, yeah.
He's going for it. Topson, he's got tangos. He needs to eat out of here quick. Instead, he turns and fights. Gust is out, but he's dead.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, he had a tango. He could have tried to outrun that because, you know, yes, TA is faster, but that's short range.
This is not going well for OG at all. At all. Mid lane is crushed. Top lane, okay, there's a lot of CS on Sumail, but he is pressured, but bottom lane as well. Mid one, he's falling really low again.
Yeah, Shad just kind of being relentless here. He did actually completely skip the blood right, so he's just all in on the first, which, considering how the other lanes are brawling, I can respect that decision.
Yeah, it actually is a little bit surprising because you do have Enchant to work with, which is an amazing slow. So I expected maybe, you know, like blood right into Enchant and then you can't get out, no way. But, yeah,
to the temple's defense.
the turrets worked out so far for him. Top lane, they're diving Sumail.
And they might be able to get him here. He's trying to get through the swarm sprouts to try and protect himself, but Aramis has mastered all the trees and just walked on through.
You really can't hide in the trees versus Aramis, right? Oh, Toby.
It's going to be close. He can't get the final hit, though. Now No Tail might want to be a bit...
He might die.
He could die. He got Spike Carapace, actually, but Toby won't go for the additional attack.
So, you have bugs to work with. Oh. Sumail, he's thinking about it.
I mean, he's treaty everything. He's just messing with Toby right now. He does not have the mana for Shuchi, and that's an easy kill.
Got him. Yeah, that was a sad death for the Weaver.
It's that moment you're like just pinging your supports, like, please help me. And Aramis is like, I've got nothing, absolutely nothing. You're just dead, sir. Die with some dignity.
So it looks like OG will take the bottom two bounty runes. Top lane, it will be Aramis that is the other ones. Mid one is rushing a Necro. Pretty much every offlaner is at this point. And it actually is a really good build on Jakiro. I've played some Jakiro offlane games in the new patch, and Necro just allows you to farm and get items so fast. Jakiro isn't really weak at getting items on his own as well, but Necros help you with pushes too. And mid one.
Yeah, he's just gonna die. I was about to say, like, the big problem you have here is he's become... Boom, gets the final hit. And he'll just TP away. That tower is hurting, though. He realizes it was a bad move in the end. He's going to try and run away, and he has got the refraction coming off cooldown. Topson does need to be careful, because he could bait himself towards his death. Boom. Can he get the deny? Refraction batted away, and they say, no, you don't. He actually kills...
Oh, he gets a kill! And the courier!
All right, that is...
Man, tip that guy.
If I was to Google how to gank a Templar assassin, I don't think that is that's the Mimi video response I found. That's not the official guide from the 8K MMR player.
He gets a courier and he gets the Earth Spirit. But I have to say though, he could have TP'd out on the mid lane. I think he had it.
He panicked after the multi-shot finished, basically. Maybe there's a call from Aramis saying, "No, we could probably turn this." Aramis is top lane, no tail, on him.
Man, I'm being inspired to play Tree and Protector. This lane is so sick.
You disgust me. Stop it right now. You know, you're wrong. You're everything wrong, sir.
It is a Weaver though, and Sumail might suffer again. Nah, he should be fine.
I have an NA Immortal friend who recently started playing again, and he sent me across his recent stat sheet, and it's just like 30 games of Tree in a row with 90% of them being wins. Yeah,
the hero is really strong, definitely. A lot of impact that you can have in the games. Later on, if you buy a Meteor Hammer in pubs, you can really do a lot. Top lane, Toby.
At that moment, you see Sumail, like, he wants to right click. No vision. Even when he comes out, though, you still wouldn't right click, because if you do choose to not get rid of the bug, they'll dive you every time.
Salary almost died on mid lane as well. He survived with 10% HP pretty much.
Yeah, I like that they're rotating more heroes towards mid to try and assist Topson, because if you just leave him alone against this TA or anyone alone against Boom right now, we just saw the outcome. And actually, you can see what Boom's going to do next. Like you said, we see a mix, right? It's either Deso first or Blink first. I like that he's actually going for the Blink first, just because of how much he hits for already.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He can still switch it up. Don't be baited. I've seen this scenario multiple times in which TA queues up a Blink, but then turns back to the Desolator. I think Blink is really good here because you can get on top of Drow and Sumail very easily, and they're pretty much glass cannons, right?
That's that case. I think like usually we see them go Deso if they know they can outfarm their opponent, but it's a Drow in the jungle, right? Like you want to punish that. Just like they punish No-Tail's Courier.
Can they punish the Drow in the jungle now?
Just TP lol is not gonna work this time. The Centaur stomps the
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh, that's
attack.
painful.
Dire's
Imagine if that
structures
Centaur
are
stomp
fortified.
prevented the TP in the first place, dude. That's so triggering. Bottom lane?
Moving in, Shad, cuts the trees, looks to move away. Blood Right's only gonna clip on the mid one, and it looks like Vikin and GG are gonna lose the boss one.
I like his build though. He's going for Blade Mail. He didn't get the Chain Mail there, it was just flying over to him. But I think it's a pretty solid build to go for.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Because we already highlighted that this draft is about TAs, and it's lining up in a way that you should just be back in Boom's plays. And this allows you to do the front line.
It gives you good stats, and you're playing versus TA and Prophet, which are pretty much glass cannons, and Jakiro is a core, remember, so all of these heroes will suffer versus Blade Mail and can't really avoid it.
Yeah, that's true. You are against the Drow and the Prophet, and then, you know, the T. If you had a TA, then you'd hate building the Blade Mail, but that's not fun.
Dire's structures
He's
are
just casually. He does this from time to time. It's a pos 5. Someone has to die. However, Blue's a mid one on the other side of the map as well. Not so good for the side of OG. And this map is going to start to feel really small very quickly.
Yeah, he had Necros flying over to him. Maybe if he got it earlier, Sumail.
Aramis was trying to cap this outpost. He fails to do so. So both sides will get their XP.
I'll take
Sumail, no real way to kill Shad. He'd have to get past him to put the sprout down. Oh, okay. That's one way to give him an opportunity to kill, is if you accidentally cut the wrong tree.
I mean, there's 4 heroes here. Even if he cut the wrong tree, even if he did cut the right tree, he'd probably die. You saw mid one die on the bottom lane. Now he has Necros completed, and from this point onwards, he doesn't have to go and pressure lanes anymore. He can take some time and just farm the jungle. I think that would be really good for him.
Yeah.
Get some Yules or something like that. Bottom lane.
Moving in. Aramis batted away from trees towards trees, and Saxa goes, wait, this isn't the way we do this. He was just TP out, but barely makes it out. And everyone else from OG will be able to retreat because Vikin, they don't really have a way of stopping TP. Which is awkward when you say it out loud. No-Tail in a bit of trouble.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower
he will
is
go
under
down.
attack.
Well, as you say, mid one, in the mid lane. Moving in, boom. He will die for this. He does get the kill, but Topson says very much worth, thank you.
That was such a bait, because he literally ran into him from the back, and he knew that Sumail can port in together with Topson's damage. One thing that Jakiro is really good here is getting rid of refraction charges, right? And because of that, Boom might suffer a little bit on this TA. He needs to be very careful how he plays against the Jakiro.
That can be the tough part for the TA in this game overall, right? And Vikin's overall strategy, having the TA as the win condition, is you're up against an Earth Spirit, a Jakiro, even the Treants from the Nature's Prophet. There are plenty of ways to just rip through the refraction.
Actually, Sumail is doing a different build this time around. Usually, not every game, but sometimes, let's say 60% of the time, I do see him with a Maelstrom early on, which boosts his farming potential a little bit as well. This game around, he's going for an Orchid first, which is really, really good when you're playing versus a Weaver versus TA. All these heroes need their spells to stay alive to kind of choke your damage. They might go for Rosh. That's what is completed, by the way, not the dagger. This, you see this?
I mean, when the game goes like this, you switch it up, especially with Toby just having the Swarm, so you can easily melt through Roach. Take them very long, although Toby needs to start getting Poma bashed.
Yeah, that's like minus 25 armor at this point. Rosh is just falling so quickly.
There you go. Aegis in the hands of Boom, and gold-wise, you know, the Blink is still a few minutes out, but now they can just start plowing through towers to get it all the quicker.
Toby is already preparing for the Orchid. He's building a Yules on his Weaver. Now, it's a good item to give you some extra catch because they're really lacking it, but also is really good versus the silences.
I don't blame Sumail for doing this. Like, I think you need be active because you know that Topson's the one that will be farming, right? So you need some fighting type items. Speaking of which, Topson are a bit of trouble for him as Tom's going to come up with the centaur, and Toby, if he shoots, he might kill himself here. He actually needs to throw down an ice bomb. Topson pushes one away. Toby will be the one dying here.
They don't have ice pad. They don't have ice pad. That's why they can't catch Weaver with it. But they do have the cast, and it was good enough. That silence is for a 3 seconds duration, so that's pretty cool to use.
No tail might pay for this D ward.
Dire's
Rupture
top
comes
tower
out,
is under attack.
and no TP for 5 seconds. You know, he broke the most important law of facing off against Bloodseeker. Always have TP ready.
Is anyone else on boom? No. Blade Mail into SNY and Bloodseeker.
Fight in the same area. This time Vikin bring more heroes. However, they are still outnumbered. Topson will take down Celery. Now Boom is just being tired and ignored. The Vulcan's going to come out now. They're trying to tick out that edge, and they will do so exactly that. Already down. Slows on the Shad to stop him from reinforcing. And with Aramis here, they might just let this one go.
Damn Shad!
Shad, he's trying to actually duke him out and actually tank them from the back line. Toby comes in, he'll snuff one out. Topson's down. And OG, I mean, it looked like a solid posturing until you realize flanking definitely hurts them. As Drow's brought down, there's no damage left on the side of OG. And Toby, with this DD, just melting through the heroes on the side of Dire.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, give Viking their heroes, give them their comfort zone. They can outplay the best of us, and really well played there. However, where did the outplay come from? It came from Shad having 15 magic wand charges that allowed him to get on top of Drow, and also Weaver just being there with the double damage, getting there in time from the back to kill off the Drow.
You got to keep that in mind. Oh, has he got him? They need another silence, and there it is. They'll be able to kill off Toby. Good kill coming out from OG. Shad was trying to get over to assist. You know, he might be able to do a lot because you mentioned how much he tanked, and the reason he's able to tank this much damage is just look at his armor count. He's over, it's over the 30 armor mark at 15 minutes into a game.
The Blade Mail really helps a lot.
It's deceptive as well, right? Because you look at Bloodseeker, there's not a lot of pips of health there. He's pretty squishy. And then you just see how little you hit for in the lineup that is, at this point, majority physical. You know, mid one's trying to diversify their damage a little bit, but usually we're looking to Sumail and Topson to dish out the damage in these fights.
Also, one thing that we didn't call out so far that's also really well played by OG is the way they combo Sprout and Macropyre. They never fail at using Macropyre first and then Sprout afterwards to not destroy the trees instantly.
That's true.
It doesn't sound like a grand thing, but you know, all these small little things do add up. And when you don't have a lot of lockdown like Viking GG, that means a lot.
Speaking of the man with the Macropyre himself, mid one's going to get caught out and brought to a very quick grave. And there should be a push Viking for that tier 2 in the top lane. I imagine OG will let this one go. They're happy to just keep farming up.
Interesting build on Celery as well. He didn't go for Nature's Attendance at all. He went for an Impetus and for an Enchant, which makes him a bit more fearsome in the mid game. He actually hits for quite a bit with Impetus.
It's true, and the heroes aren't really getting low too often, or rather, when they do, they're just dead outright, right? It's more the burst potential of OG. It's not this attrition warfare that we're used to seeing these days.
Tail, he's spotted.
That hurt. That really hurt. And he'll be brought down, blink away, and they bait in up for it. Sumail cancels it, baits his own team in as they see it's a bad fight. They actually have to fail and leave both the OG
mid one
behind. And mid one, he's not out either. They're still hunting for more. They'll take his courier, they'll take him, they'll take everything. Now they'll hit tier 2 mid.
Toby is so confident that he ignores him, gets the courier first and then turns for mid one too. And they're really destroying OG right now. It's a really good game for Vikings, at the moment at least. And that Atos coming in clutch for Aramis.
Again. Speaking of it, there it is again. They even rush through to make sure he can't escape. He's got a TP, and he'll look to get away, but Yule's going to be there. No Tail trying to save the day, but unable to do so as they bring down Topson. Nice time lapse just in time by Toby, and he gets the Shikuchi, so Saxa can't stop him. They might actually get more kills at this rate if OG aren't careful. They do see No Tail. They'll slow him down. He's got impaled, but he's starting up. Now Sansa's going to get onto Toby. They need to stun him up and do a lot more damage to burn through him. Acropart, Ice Pop, he's dead. But Sumail, he might give his life in return for this. He will go down. So far, 3-for-1 trade. I think Vikin aren't done skirting through the bargain bucket as they bring down a 4th member of OG.
This combo of Weaver, Zbugs, and TA just is destroying OG right now. You see this TA, she jumps in on Saksa. Saksa, he's not the tankiest boy, but he does have over 1,200 HP. He still gets just 2-shotted by Boom's TA. And these trades aren't really favoring OG because they're constantly trading multiple cores for, let's say, just a Weaver or just a Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, TA, she has a Dragonlance on top of Blink and the Desolator. Boom is having a really good game.
And it's not going to let up anytime soon. You really got to look at OG and go, okay, what is the item that solves this? Because, you know, Topson getting a Manta, that's not really it. Sumail AC is a long, long way off. Maybe Jakiro can save the day. And he's almost got his mech. But it feels like, if anything, you need more damage, not more sustain. Maybe us.
So OG has always been famous for taking fights where they want to take fights, right? And when you're playing Essence Ring, they did ping it out, yeah. This game is kind of hard to do that because there's a lot of mobility on Viking. Your Bloodseeker is just zooming about with his Blade Mill and SNY. Then Weaver does the same. They're just so mobile on these 2 cores.
Topson.
See
that mobility, last of the scout, the smoke is trying to go for him now. Chance is going to be low, and the ult is going to come out, which means that Weaver can time lapse off. No, the silence comes out. He's still alive, though. They didn't kill him in time. With time lapse to get only a tiny sliver of health back, but they're cutting them out. They go in now. Sax against Melfru. Sumail next in the hit list. Silence comes out for Sumail, forced to fight. 3 dead on the side of OG, all for an Enchantress, but they're not done. Shad has been cutting out every sort of CC in this fight, and as a result can just run them down. Double kill for him as he kills Jakiro, and No Tail, he'll throw out a stun, but he ain't taking any for that one.
And it looked alright. The opening for OG, it looked alright. They start with Gust. Then they catch Weaver as well with the silence, right? And then there is Earth Spirit to prevent him from using time-lapse after Yules, but all for naught because there just isn't enough damage to kill them off on time. And Sumail, he would like to hide in the Sprout, but he really can't in this game because he's not only playing versus Treant, but Weaver's bugs are always on top of him, giving vision for TA to hit as much as she wants to.
Not just
Such a good performance by Viking.
But for as much as she wants to. I mean, that's the big thing, right? A lot of these fights, you know, you think, what's the strength of having a Nature's Prophet and a Drow in these type of games? Well, they're going to get a lot of armor. But it doesn't feel that way, which means that these heroes with actually small HP pools are just feeling the full force of this Death OP TA.
The duo or trio that really unlocks OG is Jakiro, Nyx, and Earth Spirit. They need to have a perfect coordination in the next couple of team fights. Like some sick impale into, let's say, 2 heroes, Ice Pack, Macropyre. It's hard to ask for that, obviously, but OG, they're a team that can do that, and they are unlocking their potential perhaps with this whale on Earth Spirit. He's going to buy it. He's not too close to it, but eventually it will come.
I mean, you have a fair point about that combo list, but I have a very important question. That's going to get rid of the Aegis and the cheese. What do you do afterwards?
You run.
Oh, okay. What if you can't run fast, or you run away from things like they do in the movie Prometheus? Like, because they're going to need to run in a sec. Looks like. Who is Viking going to find? There it is. No Tail's been seen. He'll actually use a Spike Carapace, but the net comes out. Stun under 1, 4-star forward.
Good stun.
He's kind of pretty damn well here, but they're not coming to assist him, and Viking realize this, so they'll kill him off still. They might just go mid now.
Look at Toby and his item progression. It's not something that you see on an offlane Weaver all that often, but he's going Yules into Lotus Orb. Just proves to you, who cares what the meta dictates? Like, who cares about what the normal items are? Just get what you need in the game.
I mean, your cores aren't dying. You're the one usually dying. They might try and kill Boom here, but Still got that Aegis to work with, and Saxa baits himself into his own death by the looks of it. Celery with that impetus build, as we said, does a lot of damage. Nice stick to keep him alive.
Yeah, and the mech from mid one as well, but top lane, Topson.
Yep, the net comes out onto Topson, they're holding the Yule, so he can't even try and TP out, even if he had it, and that's an even better kill. 50 seconds without the drought, back to the base.
They tried to go on the TA mid lane because Weaver was TPing top to hunt down Sumail and Topson. Topson never had a TP of cooldown, and because of that, Weaver just solo catches him.
Oh, now they're going to catch more sacks up. Ooh, brought low. The blood right won't be quick enough, though. But the tower isn't so lucky to have a way of moving away.
They see no kill.
They do.
There's no carapace.
It's like, play with yourself, buddy. See how it works out for you. Spike carapace to try and start off from the Bloodseeker, but no way to beat into Vikin right now. And in the end, no tail just ticks down. Right, kills him off.
It was actually Rupture that killed him because because he used the blood right in such a way that he had to move mid one.
Mid one's gone. Mid one, I'm done. And so Sax as well. At this rate, OT are getting very close to being done themselves. As Vikin are not letting up. The buyback's going to come up in the Earth Spirit. Weaver's been caught on the side. Doesn't have time left. It's going to be a silence coming out. The roll through is good as well, so it looks like they'll be able to kill off the bug. But the rest of the side of Vikin will easily retreat. No one is there to stop him.
There is a BKB completed on Bloodseeker. You couldn't kill him when he didn't have it. He still has cheese as well. The TA, what's she up to? Almost a BKB as well. Yeah, there's a double damage rune on bottom. They still have Aegis. They're not gonna stop. This is a bottom lane push coming for sure in the next couple of minutes.
Where Sumail is. Aramis finds him. Overgrowth is gonna come out. And Sumail crying for his mama at this point. He'll try and get out with a TP. Do they have the damage? It looks like he'll be able to make it out. That silence was good. Meant the Templar Assassin couldn't use the meld. But however, there is someone else hanging around. Saxa, he won't be so lucky. Nice block on the rollout by Shad. Gets him the kill.
What about no-tail?
No detection. It's a carry.
Detection.
They don't carry detection. That's not their job.
They saw him in the sentry as he was passing by, but they didn't have any more detection, sadly, for them. As well. These wards are also on point from Celery.
Definitely setting up kill after kill. Let's see if they'll find another one. This Topson's been spotted by Toby. And we already said you can't TP out against this Weaver because of his build. Sumail is coming though. He decides against him when he sees the reinforcement. Topson's just dead. Maybe he can take someone with him. Doesn't look like it though. Mid one's now in trouble also. We'll try for the TP.
Weaver.
He can't at that range.
Yeah, he couldn't reach. He was trying to reach from the cliff, yeah.
Meanwhile, on the bot lane, they're going in on the moon, but he has the BKB, so no tail is down. Sumail needs an out. He's already used the Orchid. He has no way to try and turn around them. And Aramis, he has got the ATOS for 9 seconds. Sumail, everything is on cooldown. There's no TP out for him. They'll sprout to try and lock in boom.
Yeah.
But now Aramis has the ATOS. He can just hold on to it. He's like, where the hell are you going? Oh, back to base? Okay, we'll give you a helping hand with that.
Yeah, really well played by Aramis there. And then Boom as well to scout him out with the trap. Also Sumail thinking about sprouting himself and then realizing, wait, this isn't gonna really accomplish anything. I need to sprout the TA. You can see how they're really thinking so well under pressure, but at this point for OG you can think as long as you want, as much as you want. You're so far behind.
Yeah, Vikin don't need to think as much as just hit, and they're trying to do that right now. Boom though, jumps on too low. Macropie stuck in the sprout. He's going to tick down to this. Stun gets the kill, and now 85 seconds on the TA, but you're losing everything else on the side of OG. Sumail interrupted from TPing away. Shad's BKB has ran out now. Maybe with Topson's buyback, they can force them away. But Toby says, no, we go deeper. Sumail going to be found. 90 seconds dead and gone. That was his dieback. Now they don't need to leave. Yeah, you don't have a TA, but you've still got a Bloodseeker and a Weaver that are just out of control at this stage. Try and slow it, but Shad has the blade mail, and Topson's feeling a lot more pain than he is. So much armor on this Bloodseeker, up to 50 armor at that stage, and no tail. He'll wish he had that much armor as he gets melted down by the right clicks and draw on through for more as they'll chase in onto Shakira. Cover yours up. Buys a little bit of time before Ice Puff goes down. Shad's still a little bit too tanky. 20 seconds until the BKB is available. Bloodright will force Topson away, and Shad, he has the movement speed to keep up chasing the gun. Who cares? You don't need spells to the Bloodseeker. Just right click until they go down. Topson, he did actually get the heal though, and as a result, Toby now in a little bit of trouble himself. He's got the time lapse. He wasn't there to save the day, but Celery with the right click will bring down Topson. that'll be his die back as well. Toby will yours up and look to move away the Shikuchi, but no chance. There's a roll through from Saxa.
Or maybe he will.
Get out.
Yeah.
He's tanky enough. The limit armor coming out from Aramis saves the day, but Aramis will have to die for this one. He sits there and goes, God damn carries, always getting me killed.
That's just a dieback on almost every core of OG, but they did hold. Let's look at the positives for them at least. The Rexes are still standing, which is something. But yeah, not for long. Not for long, really. The TA is coming back. She's got that 9 seconds BKB as well. Toby.
Oh, if they can actually get a pick off on Toby before things can start to get back together for they can get some momentum here. And there's the stun coming out right now. The ice bar follow up. Toby.
Yeah.
Greedy. Very naughty. And very much punished.
Yeah, because he was hunting mid one, but he didn't realize that Notel was on top of him. And because of that, we discussed how well Nyx usually does versus Weaver, and that's possibly the first time we really saw that full potential of the lockdown from Carapace plus Impale.
Yeah, in his defense, he's a 2k net worth Nyx up against an almost 12k net worth Weaver.
Yeah. Oh no, Orb of Destruction picked up by TA now as well.
Oh, good lord.
They're gonna have a telescope too, possibly gonna give that telescope to the Treant.
Now, if I'm not wrong, if my maths is correct, that hurts. Yeah, that's the official.
Very, very good maths, man.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, that's only 22 armor reduction from one hero.
You should maybe ask that British rapper for some collab, you know, you can...
Which one?
The one that sings about maths. Like, I can't remember his nickname. 2 + 2 is 4, -1, 3 maths.
Like, you know, you're mocking him right now, Liz, but he's probably made more money than both of us combined, so...
Come on, sprites.
I'm not mocking him, I mean, I love it, that's my jam.
You wish you had math skills like that, I get it. It's the way he so elegantly puts 2 and 2 together. We'll see if OG can put 2 and 2 together and realize that Vikin want to be in the pit in a matter of moments. Sax is going to actually be forced far away from that pit. Well, that does mean that Vikin in just 20 seconds will be able to get a very easy and very quick approach, as OG have no way of getting anywhere near it.
Yeah, MKB about to be completed on TA. He could farm for the buyback, but something tells me he will not. Yeah, because his courier is also on top of the side shop, or secret shop, that is.
Yes. Sumail was getting ready to TP top to try and yoink it, but at tier 1, he knows it's just not worth the risk right now, you know, considering he does not have buyback anymore.
They've smoked up on OG, and their potential around the pit is pretty significant if they manage to even get close to it before Rush falls.
Roche is begging for someone to come save him because this is hurting. He's just gone.
Yeah.
Too late. That's an abort. They've got to turn and run. They see it straight away. The smoke is going to be used to get back to safety.
Yeah, this move could work for OG if they weren't like 30k behind, you know? This systematic approach in which you go close, set up the wards, outpush the lanes, then go into the pit. I think this situation needed more of a Davai move from Notil.
Well, Notil and the boys are quite rightly feeling a bit scared though, considering how the last fight they took went with the die back to their own base. It's a hard game to approach. 28,000 net worth lead for the side of Vikin. These are heroes that use it at this stage of the game as well. Use it quite well.
MKB and Aegis is on TA. Who's got the shard? Okay, the shard is on the Bloodseeker. He also has an AC completed.
Yeah, and if this goes any longer, we will end up having Axe because it's already halfway towards it. At that point, the same frustrating meta Weaver we're used to comes into play. But Topson is in trouble with the current form of Weaver. They jump straight in, see him melt through him. He's down for 80. They're not done hunting though. They're going to move forward looking for more. Go Scepter, but guess what? Weaver has a Yule. Don't say that often, but we're saying it in this game quite a lot because it's setting up a lot of kills, preventing a lot of escapes. As another one falls and Toby moves forward looking for more on the mid one. No tails nearby. Toby, though, he's got that cheese. He's still pretty tanky. And now Celery, he just unleashes the beast as he wails on this Shakiro. You wouldn't believe his right now. And Sumail, TPing to his found. He's going to wish he was like a normal Nature's Prop in a pub game this experience and just TP away. But they've got to fight. Like, it's do or die. Because there's no way Vikin are leaving your base now.
They have one more Raxes. They're not giving up.
Not for long, Liz. Unless they do something in the next 5 seconds, it's gonna be dead. And they don't, but they gave another kill to Boom. That's Jakiro dead and gone for 8 seconds, and No-Tail not really sure what the hell he's meant to do here. Watch his base, I guess. Not much else left to do. GG.
Nah, he's gonna creep skip.
Can't do it. Well, yeah, Sumail is doing the creep skip. This is more like I'm going to inflate my GPM for the end stats.
Radiant.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Yeah. Very well played by Vikin. I think they unlocked their draft and they picked exactly what's necessary versus this glass cannon kind of a lineup from OG, because we've done what, 2-3 series of OG.